Hey everybody, Regan Hagstead here, Mortgage Success Blueprint, and today I wanted to talk about the perfect pitch, right? What do you pitch to real estate agents that would get them interested and want to work with you? And I know this because when I first made the decision that, hey, I'm going to transition all of my business, I'm only going to do referrals from real estate agents and I'm going to be a purchase lender, right? I'd go to 10 meetings, I'd call every agent, I'd never get anybody to respond, and when I did and I'd finally get a coffee, I'd go 1 out of 10. And I started saying, man, I know I do a good job. I know what I'm doing with loans. I know my clients love me. Then why are these agents not wanting to work with me? And I started realizing that I wasn't talking to them about what they wanted to hear, about what they were concerned about, what they were interested. And so I created these 4 things that you really need to do. And when you talk about this, when you have a meeting with a new agent, you're gonna have a much better response. See, right now, most loan officers I talk to, most loan officers that we coach in our company and our branch platforms, they all say the same thing. I say, what do you talk to them when you go to a meeting with an agent? Oh, well, you know what? I talk to them about how we can do it with one pay stub and they just started a new job, or bank statement programs, or asset depletion. And I look at them, I say, everybody can do that. There's nothing different. Oh, well then, you know, I've been in the industry for 25 years. They don't care because that doesn't have any impact on them, right? These are all the same things that everybody says, and they're just not effective, right? So the perfect pitch to a realtor starts out with giving them something that no other lenders ever offered them, right? First thing that I ask, hey, if you work with me, would you be interested in seeing out you can make more money and close more home sales? Absolutely, who doesn't, right? That has got to be the focal point of your conversation with your agents. You need to have a system and a well thought out plan that if this agent is going to work with you, they can sell more houses and in turn they can make more money. They can have more clients, they can get more referrals, they can go to do more things with their clients, or they can go see different properties because they're not log jammed up. The other thing you can do is there's some clients at a stage of their career where they're not worried about selling more houses, they just want more free time. They want to spend more time with their family. So if you can talk to them about, hey, how can I help you close more houses, make more money, and have more free time? They're going to start listening, okay? And when you start going into that, this is something that's going to go into our other videos of how you do this, right? But the actual pitch itself has to be focused on that. It's not about bank statements. It's not about we close in 30 days or less, because everybody does that now. It's a competitive market. You need to really connect with your agent and say, what is important to you? What is the most important thing? And it's most likely going to be them building their business, doing more sales and making more money, or it's going to be more free time. So you need to figure out a way in your process to allow that to happen. The other thing you need to talk about with your real estate agents about is really delivering on what you promise, right? Everybody's going to promise the same thing. Oh, you'll never have to worry about a client complaining and we're always going to be ahead of schedule. But no, you got to really talk about, here's how our process works. Here's what we do in our process. Here's how we communicate and update you. And these are the things that we do to ensure that we meet contingencies. We're ahead of schedule, we close on time, and you always get great reviews from your clients. You have to deliver on those things, but you also have to show how it's going to be delivered on, okay? And then a couple of the other things that when you're talking with real estate agents is you got to really understand that they have a bad view on loan officers. They don't trust you. They probably shouldn't, because there's a lot of loan officers that have burned them in the past. There's a lot of loan officers that don't do a good job. There's the big banks that close late and they just really don't care. They throw them on a conveyor belt and it might make it to the end. But what you got to do as an originator is understand that. And instead of getting defensive, look at it and say, okay, I know that you don't think I'm going to be able to deliver on this, but let me show you. And here's why. I like to build out a personalized plan for each real estate agent. When I first meet with them, I don't talk at all about what I do. I get to know them. I want to know about their business. There's some agents that, hey, guess what? Like, they're not a good fit for me. They run their model differently. That's fine. So when you have that first meeting, you need to talk to them and say, do you get your business from like internet, Zillow, Redfin type stuff? Do you get your business only from referral? Or maybe your referrals are only from wealth advisors. Maybe you have a divorce or a trust attorney that sends you your clients. Maybe it's only their own sphere of influence, kids' soccer teams in school. You got to find out where their business comes from. Then you got to figure out what they want out of you as a lender, right? We know what the theme is going to be as you discuss it with them, but you got to find out what they want. You got to find out who they're working with now and what they do what they do a good job at and why they're still working with that person. And you got to take all of this into account, make your notes. And I never really talk about our business until my second meeting with an agent, okay? And so that first meeting is information gathering. And then I always say, okay, now that I understand, I think I have a good understanding of how you run your business, let me sit down and see how I can build a personalized plan that I think I could give you that would grow your business or free up time, okay? And when you go back to your office, you put this together based on the feedback they've given you. You gotta look at it and say, this is their goal. Their goal isn't about a bank statement product. Their goal isn't about you have a 1/8 lower rate than someone else. Their goal is how do you become a part of their team? And so when you have that second meeting and you've put together all the things that you're gonna do, and you're gonna ask them, do you think this is something that can kind of help achieve that goal of growing your business, increasing your sales volume, increasing your earnings, or keeping everything the same but freeing up 5 hours a week? If the answer is yes, you just got a new real estate partner, right? That is what you got to focus on. What do they want? What is their goal? How do you help achieve that? And all the agents I work with, they're not referral partners. To me, they're now part of my business, and I'm part of theirs. I'm a team member on their. I'm the same as their transaction coordinator. They get a new client in contract. They're selling a new house, whether they're a buyer or seller. They got their transaction coordinator filling out paperwork. They got their lender that's handling a loan. They have an escrow officer too. But too many times the lender is just kind of throwing a dart at the wall. Nobody really pays attention. If you start approaching things this way, you're going to be a team member. You're not just going to be a guy that does mortgages and that takes loans from them. And that's really what you got to focus on. So next time you have a real estate meeting or next time you're calling real estate agents trying to get a meeting, don't go into it with the exact same pitch everybody else does with talking about rates and down payments and those types of things because agents don't care. Take that first meeting and find out about them. What do they want? I'm pretty sure what they're going to want is exactly what I talked about, but find out how their business is run so you can get there. So that is my, I guess you'd say, pitch to agents, but that's also what you should be doing because that's what every real estate agent wants to actually find out is not what your volume was, where you top in your company, how long you've done this, what your rates are. Real estate agents want to know how can you become part of their team? And that's really what you have to figure out. So when you do that, you're going to kind of turn into the way I am now is, if I have 10 agent meetings with agents, I'm going to work with probably 8 or 9 out of 10. Whereas when I first transitioned and only started doing referral business, I was maybe 1 out of 10. And it's purely because I figured out a much better pitch and a much better thing to look at with my realtors. Hope you guys pick up some additional deals with this. Hope you increase your referral partner presence in the area. Always give me a question, leave a comment down here, send me an email. Be happy to help out. Other than that, hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you on the next time.